Hey everybody, welcome back to our Substack Ask Me Anything. We have a bunch of really good questions today, so let's get right to it. Michael M. asks me, what do you think of the saturation with cooking competition television and the lack of cooking instruction shows? Look, I know that consumer desire and demand is not always completely in sync with programming. You know, shows are bought and then aired quite a long time after they're made. However, the reason that you're seeing a lot of cooking competition stuff and riffs on cooking competition stuff is that that's what people want. Anecdotally, the number one type of genre of show that is going slowly down are instructional ITK, in the kitchen shows, dump and stir, stuff like that. That doesn't mean that the right type of one wouldn't work and start to drive that number back up. Yeah, I like you. I miss the old, 2004 era cooking shows. I miss the old 70s cooking shows, where people just learned how to cook. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I did my my YouTube channel, where people, I know, shameless plug, not trying to do that, but you can log on and locate your favorite chefs and see what they're offering on YouTube or by way of instructional video, and you can see a lot of really cool stuff. And so I think the reason that cooking competition shows have gone up on network and cooking instruction shows have gone down is that 99% of people, if you want to learn how to make clams with black bean sauce, you can just stick it in Google and up will come 1,000 Chinese chefs showing you how to do it on YouTube. And you don't need you don't need language translation. You don't need anything. It's there, and you can watch them do it, and you can sit there and go, oh, that's how it is. And to be honest with you, that's also what I do. If I'm stuck on something, or if there's some sort of arcane sort of thing I'm trying to figure out how to make a pupusa with a thinner skin, I'll just go on YouTube and watch Salvadoran chefs make really, really good pupusas. So that's the secret. Why did Travel Channel, his secondary question, why did Travel Channel go to all ghosts all the time? It's just like any other, like a radio station going from classical to heavy metal. They feel that's where the people and the money are. I think everything is circular, and I think it's just a matter of time before someone else comes out with travel food shows that people like. Now, with the case of Travel Channel, you have to remember, after they became all ghost and paranormal, you saw a whole rash of shows on other networks offering what I would call as traditional Travel Channel content, right? Even my shows got popular on other networks as reruns. You saw CNN come out with a whole bunch of stuff, right? Stanley Tucci has got one, and now the new one, Nomad, is coming out. Padma Lakshmi's show, which is fantastic, those were shows that would have been consigned to one or two networks, but now all kinds of networks are getting into the fun on those kind of shows. So there you go. Clark says, is there a non-stick pan you love? Sometimes it's just the right tool for the job, but I haven't found one. Either it gets easily scratched, works, but feels like it's giving me cancer, or is more natural, but doesn't work well. Yeah, I like green pans. People can go onto my website, andrewzimmern.com. There's a whole list of my favorite things. We actually call it the Andrew's Favorite Things page, and I think I have a bunch of stuff there, but here are my thoughts. Number one, the old school Teflon no-stick pans used to be essentially a metal fabric that was laid down, and that would scratch and abrade and stuff like that. The new era of metals that are no-stick are ones where they can, be thicker and don't scratch, abrade, wear off, or feel when you're cooking with it like you're giving yourself a horrible disease. That's why I like the green pan. My favorite no-stick pan, and I make my fried eggs in it because they get the best crusty edges, is my carbon steel skillet. And we have that in my favorite things page as well. A well-seasoned carbon steel pan is essentially no stick for anything from caramel to scrambled eggs. It will not stick if you season it properly. Now, for a lot of people, that's the rub. Now, do I have a set of no stick pans that are reserved only for certain types of dishes? I do. I have one pan. It's an odd size. It's like 15 inches, no stick. And I use that just to make my perfect tarte tatin. I mean, I use it 2 or 3 times a year. That's it. But I love it. I also have a small one that I use for little like egg batter and crepey sort of things. So yeah, everyone, you pick and choose. You keep certain ones that you know are never going to fail, but the one I reach for the most is my well-seasoned carbon steel. And that and the green pan recommenders and my other favorites are on my website on the Andrew's Favorite Things page. Zach writes in, are there any foods you used to enjoy but don't anymore? Only the ones that aren't appropriate to eat. My friend Alexandre Cousteau said something a year ago that stuck with me, which was eating a giant tuna was like eating a Bengal tiger, in terms of, how few there may be left in the ocean as tigers are in the wild. And I just can't eat that animal anymore. So I eat other types of raw fish when I'm at sushi bars. So, once someone tells you the information about a certain food, there's no pleasure to be taken from it anymore, at least for me. And I like to make choices based on what the world's going to look like for my kid. I don't want him to look at me one day and say, why are you eating that? And saying another thing publicly. So yeah, that's the area. It's really sustainability issues that are driving that, not personal taste issues. So there you have it. Ask me anything. All you have to do is follow the instructions below, subscribe, then you get to ask a ton of questions. Can't wait to talk to you. I love doing this. See you guys next week.